Good morning, children. Today again I am here, Mrs. Preksha Singh, and I am going to teach you about science. Today's topic is respiratory and circulatory system. It is for class 4th. Before going to the topic, I am requesting to you all, please subscribe our channel St. Xavier Senior Secondary School, Hardoy. Click bell icon on your mobile phone for further notification. So let's go and start our topic. Respiratory and circulatory systems. First of all, I would like to tell you what is respiration. Respiration is a movement of oxygen from the outside environment to the cells within the tissues and the transport of carbon dioxide in the opposite direction. Means in this picture you can see this is a human being. This human being takes oxygen from the environment and release carbon dioxide into the environment. Means intake and exchange of gases both takes place at the same times. Means a human being takes oxygen from the outside environment and release carbon dioxide into the environment. Now I would like to tell you what is respiratory system. That human beings having so many organs, when the so many organs job works together, this is called as the system. So in respiratory system so many organs do work together, that's why it is called as the respiratory system. Human respiratory system is the organ system that involves inhaling of oxygen and exhaling of carbon dioxide to meet the energy requirements. Inhaling means in means andar aana. Inhaling of oxygen means intake of oxygen, and exhaling of carbon dioxide means releasing of carbon dioxide. They both works together with that so many organs. This is called as the respiratory system. Now, in order to live, we human beings breathe constantly. It is respiratory system that helps us in breathing. We all are breathing. This is called as the respiratory system. It consists of the nose. Here I have written what organs consist in the respiratory system. Nose, windpipe and lungs. So three main organs consist respiratory system: nose, windpipe and lungs. Breathing is a process in which we take in air and then expel it out from the body. It consists of two phases. Breathing having two phases: inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation is the process which we take in air. Means inhalation process we take in air. We take oxygen is process called as the inhalation. Exhalation means we breathe out air. When we release carbon dioxide, this process is called as the exhalation. In inhalation process, air fills the lungs. Do once this, you can do it practical also. When we intake oxygen, the lungs fill with the air, and in exhalation process air comes out of our lungs. Inhalation process chest move outward, and in exhalation process chest moves inward. Now in this diagram, this is the diagram of respiratory system. In this, first is the main role is the nose, from which we breathe in air through nose. Next is trachea. It takes this air down to the lungs in the chest region. Through this windpipe the air filled into the lungs. Next is lungs. There are two lungs. You can see 1, 2. Two lungs. The lungs are soft, light, spongy and delicate organs. Exchange of gases takes place in lungs. Next is rib cage. Rib cage you cannot see like this. So many 12 pair of bones are the main organ from which the lungs are protected, because lungs are very delicate and spongy. So rib cage protects lungs from the. Next is diaphragm. Diaphragm you can see here. Diaphragm is the large and dome-shaped muscles. It supports the lungs. What here the diaphragm is there like that. It supports the lungs. Okay. Now I would like to tell you how does respiratory system works. As we breathe in air, the lungs are filled with fresh and rich air and oxygen. This oxygen reaches different body parts through blood. In return, the body parts gives out carbon dioxide which reaches the lungs through blood. The lungs expel this carbon dioxide in the air we breathe out. Now I think you all of you understand about respiratory system. Now we will discuss circulatory system. First of all, I would like to tell you what is circulation. Circulation means any transport of any material from one part of the body from to the another part of the body. The transportation is done by the circulatory system. Now, what is circulatory system? Circulatory system is an organ system that permits blood to circulate and transport nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones, etc. in our body. What are the other names of circulatory system? Circulatory system is also called as the cardiovascular system and vascular system. Now, like the respiratory system, what are the organs of circulatory system? In circulatory system, the main organs are heart, blood and blood vessels. Technically, you can say blood is considered a tissue, not an organ. Understand? Blood is not an organ, it's a tissue, but it is included in circulatory system. Now I would like to tell you what is blood. The red liquids that circulate in the arteries and veins of the human and other animals carrying substances like digested food, oxygen and carbon dioxide, etc. I hope you all have seen blood. The blood color is red. It is red in color. It consists arteries and veins of humans and other animals that carries what they are carrying. They are carrying digested food, oxygen and carbon dioxides, etc. Now, what is blood vessels? Blood vessels are a tube through which the blood circulates in our body. So many tubes are there like from which blood circulates in our body. I told you in circulatory system three main organs. Three main organs included. First is heart, vein and arteries. Vein and arteries both are blood. Blood flows across the body in tubes called blood vessels. There are three kinds of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries are the thick-walled blood vessels. Only arteries are the thick-walled blood vessels. Arteries deliver oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the tissue of the body. In this diagram, you can see arteries circulates, blood contains oxygen, nutrients and the digested food. From the heart, they circulate all the blood. Now veins. Veins are the thin-walled blood vessels that carry impure blood containing carbon dioxide and other waste back to the heart. Means this contains pure blood and this contains impure blood. They carry blood to other part. Artery takes pure blood to other part of the body and veins take impure blood to the heart, back to the heart. Now capillaries. Capillaries are the narrow and thin-walled blood vessels. Capillaries have very thin walls. They contain waste material can pass through their walls. Understand? Now we will discuss the main part of the circulatory system is heart. The heart, you can see in this picture, heart is a fist-sized organ in your chest. It is protected by the rib cage. It beats about 72 times at a minute throughout your life. It works like a pump to send your blood through blood vessels. It makes the sound lub 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 it pumps blood to every part of the body. The heart is divided into four chambers. In this diagram, you can see heart is divided into four chambers. The upper two chambers are the auricles. This upper two chambers are the auricles, means right and left, and lower two chambers are the ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. So if anyone asks to you in how many chambers our heart divided, you give answer 4. Right or atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. In this you can see heart. Four chamber of the hearts are right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. I hope you all have understand about circulatory system. Now we will do one activity. Choose the correct option. Which of the following is not a part of respiratory system? I told you three main part of the respiratory system. It starts from nose, windpipe and lungs. So which is not a part of respiratory system is blood. Good. The lungs are supported by dome-shaped muscles called lungs. I told you dome-shaped rib cage. Good. Next is are thick walled blood vessels that carry away from the heart. I told you only arteries are the thick walled. These blood vessels have thick walled arteries. And average adult, the heart pumps about how many times I told you? 72. Very good. Thanks for watching.